Hi Capricorn, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Capricorn, in today's reading, I'm going to give you one card from the Archangel Michael, one card from the Denise Lynn Oracle cards, and then do your reading and then clarify it. So let us get started on your reading. I hope you guys are doing great. We are now in 2026. Can you believe that? Woohoo! Wow. Hopefully it's a good year for all of us, you guys, all of us. So let's do this. This is for Capricorn, one card from Archangel Michael for their highest good. And he says, you are protected. You are safe within my bubble of light. You can proceed with confidence. Wow. So wherever you may be going, whatever you're doing, just know that you're definitely protected by the angels, by Archangel Michael. He has told you himself that you are very protected. The divine is actually protecting you always. All right. So we have one card from the Denise Lynn Oracle. Oh, okay. Thank you. So you have great adventure. Take a risk and venture forward. I feel like they're asking you to really, really do something, maybe something that you wouldn't do, spontaneous, something that, to change your pattern up, something, instead of getting coffee in the morning, walk, go out walking, sit outside, look at the birds, whatever it is, just change your routine up. Like, don't be doing the same pattern over and over. I actually got the same message this morning myself. So, wow, that's crazy. All right, so we're going to do this, Capricorn. Excuse me. See if you can see that. All right, Capricorn, so take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Capricorn, 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 Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, let's see what's going on in your reading. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Capricorn for their highest good. One card for the current. One for the situation. One for the past or now. One for the what's hidden. One for the hopes and the fears. One, oh, it looks like there's two cards there. I shall take them. Okay, let's do that. One for what you need to do now, what you need to work on, and the outcome. Nice. And for the end of the tarot deck, you did get the High Priestess, and you got the Wheel of Fortune and the King of Pentacles. Wow, I'll take all that. With the King of Pentacles, I feel like you really, you're an entrepreneur. You know how to make that money. Okay, so don't ever stop. You know how to create the ideas to bring in the wealth, the material success. I feel with the Wheel of Fortune that there's definitely a cycle closing, coming to a cycle at its closing, because I feel like they're pushing you towards something new, something different. And then with the High Priestess, is about opening your intuition, working with your intuition, trusting yourself, knowing what you need to do. Okay, it's a knowing, like trusting your intuition with things. So we start off with the Two of Swords here, Capricorn. The Two of Swords is asking you to make some kind of decision. They're also asking you to go within to clear your energy. I feel like you really need to take the blindfold off and see the truth in things, like really be objective also. You have the Queen of Swords for the situation. The situation is that you need to start seeing more clearly, and that is why you have the High Priestess. You have to have that kind of clarity. You have to open up your intuition so you can see clearly. So they're also asking you to stand up for yourself, to speak your truth about things that you need to. Very nice. You have the Temperance card here. Temperance is talking about, keeping everything aligned, keeping everything balanced, making sure your mind, your body, your soul is all, balancing out. Like if you're thinking positive and you're eating better and you're sleeping better, not this, not able to sleep and always worried and eating junk food, stuff like that. They want you to align your to balance everything out. I also feel like you're very divinely guided, because you are definitely being protected by the angels here. You do have the King of Wands for what's hidden. The King of Wands is talking about putting things in order, being successful, knowing how to put your ideas out there, thinking out of the box. You also have down here for the hopes and fears, the Nine of Cups. They want you to have gratitude for everything, big or small. I feel like you're very, you're very diligent in your work. You keep up with it. You work very hard. You continuously work hard to create that material success also. But we'll see why these two cards are actually here when we do the cards. You do have the Ace of Swords. I feel like you need to hear the truth and see the truth, or speak your truth about things. I also feel that there are breakthroughs coming through. There is this new path here because you do have the Wheel of Fortune down here. So it's one's closing, another door is opening. So it's nice. You do have the Seven of Cups here. I feel like with the Seven of Cups that you are definitely making a decision, but that you have so much that you want. You want to go do this, you want to go do that. And I feel like at times you could be confused about things. I also feel with the Six of Pentacles here, for the outcome, I feel like, you could be receiving some kind of abundance. Somebody can come in to give you something, or you could be giving them something, being generous. So we'll see. We'll actually see what it is, because there's more cards to it than when the cards come out. It's totally different. So Capricorn, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Capricorn, 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 Capricorn. Oops. All right. Why is the Two of Swords here for Capricorn? For their highest good. This is for the Capricorn. Okay, so you have the Knight of Swords, and you have the Two of Wands. Okay, so definitely there's a decision here that you are definitely contemplating. I feel like you're trying to figure out your next step with the Two of Swords. You also have, the Two of Wands, I'm sorry. With the Two of Swords here, like I said, you are definitely making that decision. You are, you could also be at a crossroads, or coming up with ideas about things that are going on. You wanting to venture out and make more resources. But I do feel like you are definitely making a decision for some of you guys. No, there's a decision for all of you. Yeah. I feel like I feel like at times you really don't know what you want with this Two of Wands. And I feel like, you want this, you want that, but you have to have patience. You have to have patience and really go within, so that you can actually see what it is that you're really going towards, is what they're saying. I feel like you want to make plans for something. I feel like there's traveling here. I feel like you need to have, patience for everything that's going on. And also too, I feel like there could be something that you may be wanting something to come in. Maybe it's a person also that you may want to come in also. But with the Knight of Swords here, you have the Knight of Swords here. They're asking you to really slow down on things, to not to be rushing into anything, not to think, to jump to conclusions or anything like that. Be careful when you're making decisions. Be careful when you're putting your ideas out there. Don't cut corners or anything like that. Just be careful on how you're doing things, okay? Slow down. You have the Queen of Swords here for the situation. And why is the situation? The Queen of Swords here. Wow. All right. So with the Page of Wands here, you have the Queen of Swords. So like I said, with the Queen of Swords, really speak what's on your mind. Really stand up for yourself. When you become the Queen of Swords, which is here in the situation, which is you're not afraid to be yourself, I feel like you're trying to get some kind of answers towards whatever it is that's going on in your life. I feel like you need to leave your emotions out of it also. I feel like you need to believe in yourself, that you can do anything, because you're very strong-willed. You do have the Emperor here, and the Emperor is definitely talking about, taking your power back, making decisions, protecting yourself. Also feel like, you're very confident, that you need to find that confidence to become the leader that you are. Also with the Page of Wands here, I do feel with the Page of Wands that you're ready to go on this new adventure, this new journey, that you want something to come in. But they're asking you to believe in yourself and to have patience for everything, because something will come in but you just need to have that patience. You like let everything just come in, don't force it to come in. Also too, I feel like just believe in yourself that you can create anything. Like put your ideas out there. Right now is the time to put all that out there right now. I also feel like there is going to, that you're wanting to do something different. And I also feel like there's messages coming in for you. You have the Temperance card here, and like I said, it's in the past or now. I feel like it's now. I feel like you got to align everything together, like sleeping better, eating better, doing things better, and thinking positive instead of, you're being negative and not eating well and not sleeping well. They want you to keep everything balanced, making sure that, when you sleep well, eat well. When you're eating well, make sure you're sleeping well. Doing things like that. I do feel like you are on the right path. I do feel like you are very divinely guided also here, which is very nice. But keep that balance, okay? Try to keep that balance there in your life. You do have the King of Wands here for the what's hidden. And oh, okay. Why is the King of Wands there? There is a truth here that you definitely need to either speak or you're seeing. You're about to see something truthful. Something about some kind of truth here also. With the King of Wands, I do feel like you need to put things in order. Start taking care of all these situations that are going on in your life. If there have been legal situations, well, then it's time to take care of them. I feel like that, you have a lot of ideas and you want to put them out there. And yes, they will be successful, but you still got to take care of these loose ends that are just like dangling there. These obstacles, these problems, these things that you've been pushing to the back burner. You do have the Justice card here, and the Justice is saying that things are going to balance out. You're going to be making fair decisions. There is justice here, and they're going to be making fair decisions towards you. I also feel like there could be a legal matter for somebody out there, and I feel like it's going to be in your favor, whoever is dealing with the legal matter. But I feel like you need to really speak your truth about things. And with the Chariot card, I feel like if you speak your truth about everything, that things are going to start moving forward for you. And I do feel like you will. There's definitely a lot of success here. I feel like there's traveling here also. And I do feel like you're moving forward towards away from all these obstacles that were keeping you back, which is really nice. Very nice, you guys. Very nice. And that's something you're not seeing. And down here for the Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. Why is the Eight of Pentacles and Nine of Cups here for Capricorn? Wow. All right. So with the Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups here together, you've been working very hard, but maybe you've been working way too hard. You're very diligent in everything that you do. You keep up with everything. You're working hard, and you reach that material success, and you will. All your efforts will definitely pay off. They're also saying that with the Nine of Cups here, for you to have gratitude for everything, whether it's big or small. Whether it's big or small, really be, really be grateful for everything that's going on. I do feel that, you are definitely wanting this happiness and this togetherness with your friends, your family. And I feel like you definitely are moving towards it, but maybe you need to really think about how you're working. Maybe you're overly working. Maybe you're working too much and it's keeping you away from this, because this is something that you really want. This is something that you're wanting, like you want this happiness with your family, but yet you continuously work hard, and when you work hard, that means, you make time for work only and not enough time for the family. And I feel like you need to really, limit that or set boundaries, because you are definitely on this new path and there is definitely new experiences coming through for you. Wow, that is nice. I like that a lot. All right, Capricorn, so let's see what the Ace of Swords is about. Why is the Ace of Swords here for Capricorn? One more card. Wow, okay. So really start to focus on things, you guys, okay? Because the Ace of Swords is here. I feel like there is a new path here for you, definitely. But there is also a truth that you need to see, or you have seen it. For some of you guys, you have seen it already. But for some of you guys, I feel like you haven't, and I feel like you need to start speaking your truth now. I also feel like you're going to have a lot of clarity. You're going to understand a lot, but they're asking you to focus with the King of Swords. Okay. They want you to focus, start focusing now. I feel like you're able to handle anything that comes your way also, because with the King of Swords, he's very strong-willed. He knows how to handle himself. He knows what he needs to do, and that's speak his truth, and that's you. They're also asking you to really go within, because I feel like you're looking for answers and searching for answers, you know, and asking yourself why. Why did this happen, or why was it like this, and why, you know, and they're asking you to go within. I also feel like you're looking at religion, you're looking at your morals, and you're wondering why like things happen. And I feel like you really need to go within, because the answers are definitely within you. Wow. You also have the Seven of Cups here. And why is the Seven of Cups here and what you need to work on? One more card. All right. So with the Seven of Cups, I feel like there's been a lot of confusion here. I feel like there is definitely a lot of decisions that you had to make. But I feel like at times that you do feel confused, you know, because this is in the work area. With the Eight of Swords here, I do feel like, you know, it's hard for you. It's very hard, like something that you're not seeing, something that you didn't see. And it's now you feel like it's like you're stuck. And they're asking you to really take off that blindfold and move forward, because when you get the Eight of Swords, it does mean you're stuck. It means that there's things that you didn't see. There's things that you didn't want to see, but now you're seeing them. Even if you're confused, you will see them, because now you have the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords, she's going to tell you like it is. She's very blunt. She's very truthful. She knows that she needs to, whatever she needs to do is she needs to speak her truth, and that's you. And that's what you need to do. Speak your mind. Speak about what's going on, you know, because you don't want to be in this position where you're stuck and you're feeling like, you know, you can't move forward. You know, you are the Queen of Cups. You are the Queen of Swords. And you have it here a lot, you know, and it's like you're very strong-willed. You need to find your confidence and your courage to do what you need to do in order to move forward and away from this this Eight of Swords. And I feel like you will, but I feel like you're going to be making a decision, and that's why they're asking you to go within. You do have the Six of Pentacles here. And why is the Six of Pentacles here for Capricorn for the outcome? My card. You have the Nine of Wands and you have the Five of Wands. Okay, so there could have been a time. There could have been a time when, you know, maybe you were very overly giving, or you know, maybe you have a lot of resources or something like that is here. But I feel like no matter what, even if you feel like you've been broken, or, you know, been punched in the stomach, or, you know, been going through so much, you still keep going no matter what. You know, the hurt can't bring you down. The lies can't bring you down. The truth can't bring you down. You know, you continue to keep going, and that's good, because you have that courage, that confidence, you know, and that's what they're saying. You know, keep going no matter what. Even if there is like people talking about you, or jealousy around you, or even just anger and frustration, you know, don't give up on anything and just keep moving, because you are going towards this new path. And I also feel for a lot of you guys that I didn't mention earlier, that a lot of you guys are going on a spiritual journey. A lot of you guys definitely are. Everyone's going to move forward from this. It's just that there's things that you have to take care of, and things that you have to speak about. And that's what they want you to do. Because right now we're in the energy of speaking our truth, because we're not going to no longer want to be in the same place. And that's this right here. Okay. And I do feel like there is some kind of abundance coming in. They're saying that you could be receiving something, or somebody could be, you could be just coming into something, some kind of abundance coming in. So that's very nice also. Wow. So Capricorn, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will definitely see you next time. God bless.